Great. Hello, hello. My name is Shaun Frankson. I'm the co-founder of a company called the Plastic Bank. And at the Plastic Bank, we are on a mission to use code to stop ocean plastic. And this is so important. Every minute of every day, a garbage truck worth of plastic enters our ocean. This is like filling this entire room with plastic. And every couple minutes, just dumping it into the seas. And it's so important that we look at the grand challenges we face in the world and not get upset, but just see the opportunities of solving these problems with code. And honestly, the more messed up that I see the world's getting, the more optimistic I am that code will be the script that saves this planet. And I'm inspired with how can we solve these grand challenges with code. So I'd like to show what we're doing to use code and technology to stop ocean plastic while reducing global poverty at the same time. And for us, it starts with a riddle. If you walked into the kitchen and the sink was overflowing, and you have water pouring onto the floor and just piling up, and all you have is a bucket and a mop, what do you do first? And the answer is simply you turn off the tap. As important as it is to take the plastic out of the ocean, the real step one root cause is how can we use technology to turn off the tap and stop the flow of ocean plastic? So we discovered that 80% of ocean plastic actually starts on land in developing countries where they have almost no waste management systems. It's actually common practice in these regions to just throw the plastic into the rivers, the canals, and the ocean-bound waterways. And they do it because they see plastic as waste. But if you think about it, if every piece of plastic, if every bottle was worth $5, we wouldn't have a single piece of plastic garbage on this planet. So the difference between garbage and value is simply perception. So we look at ways to use technology to reveal the value in plastic, to make plastic too valuable to enter the ocean. So we set up recycling ecosystems around the world where we make it possible for someone to just go out, collect plastic, and earn a living. All the plastic we collect is called social plastic. And we create these reward and incentive systems to bring in social plastic, have it sorted, recycled, and then we sell it to some of the world's largest companies to turn it into products so that these companies can say that this product helps stop ocean plastic while improving people's lives. And we have just had an amazing response. We've had millions of people on social media ask corporations to use social plastic. We've had thousands of people come to us, and we get calls daily of asking, how can we bring the plastic bank to my country? And it was just huge demand and self-proof and social proof that has really just brought the need to scale overnight. We need to go from nothing to exponential. We need to develop and deploy. We needed safety, security, trust. Honestly, we needed help. And the beautiful thing is when you create a movement and an awareness of what you're trying to do, you attract the right people who can genuinely help do what you're trying to do. So we had Cognition Foundry come to us. So Ron Argent heard what we're doing, kind of had an idea of where we're trying to go. And when he painted the picture of the tools and technology that could get us there, it was just an amazing fit. Because my business partner and I, we're technology entrepreneurs, but we have no idea how to scale a technology globally. But when we can have the partners working with us, putting the right minds together, the right tools together, literally everything became possible. So for us, the foundation of what we do is blockchain and Hyperledger Fabric on Linux 1. The back-end system is Go language and Postgres. The front-end system is Apache Cordova, Angular 2. And what this does is it creates an entire ecosystem where all parts of the recycling chain can be united. So the app-based platform that we have, at its core, starts with a digital wallet where we have an asset-backed token where when we're in the world's most vulnerable economies, where you can't have a bank account, where it's dangerous to have cash, we can actually replace these entire recycling ecosystems and allow someone who doesn't qualify for a bank account to safely save through recycling. And we start building these ecosystems where the app goes beyond a basic user and has it where anyone can operate a plastics exchange system in any country in the world, where they can become eligible to receive the Plastic Bank digital rewards and slowly have an entire economy where outside of recycling, even anyone can operate a storefront with the real vision that anyone in the world can operate a convenience store for the world's poor where they can afford everything through recycling, which provides complete financial inclusion. And again, this is entirely done because some of the world's largest corporations are buying the plastic to use in products, and very much like fair trade, we're able to pass on that value to the collector who needs it. But at the same time, when products are made, we have blockchain-authenticated supply chains. We have blockchain-authenticated social and environmental impacts. And this is when we can really bring trust back to the world of technology and back to the world of doing good. I mean, one of the hardest challenges is how do you deliver on the promise of doing good and have the world trust it? And for us, it's all about those trust stamps. Blockchain is a trust stamp. Linux One is a trust stamp. And honestly, for us, IBM is a trust stamp when it comes to our investors, our partners. When people ask, as a startup, how do you plan on scaling around the planet? It's these trust stamps that really make everything possible. And for us, it's been an amazing lesson, because one of the challenges is how do you develop technology for the world's bottom billion? But at the same time, I just get so inspired because code is universal. Code speaks all languages, and code crosses all borders, which I encourage all of you in any of the applications you build, if you can have a way that it doesn't exclude the bottom billion, there's a huge opportunity. Because we've been through the slums of the world, we work in multiple countries, and almost every single person, even in the worst conditions nowadays, have a cell phone. And more often, the world's bottom billion has a smartphone that has applications, which means any of the code we're building, any of the platforms we're building, can literally be used by the world. And when we have that mentality of how can we include the bottom billion, that is the next billion users, the next billion customers. And again, the reason that I get inspired and optimistic about the future of this planet is that when we have open source codes and we can build on things and have one solution make another one possible, this is really when I think the script to save this planet will be written in code. And I thank all of you for playing your part. So thank you.